Wrestlemania!
The shitest WrestleMania of all time will be tonight and tomorrow night. I can guarantee it, guys. There's been some bad manias in recent years, but this one's going to take the cake. We don't have Taker. We don't have a cinematic match involving John Cena. We have none of that. We don't have Brock Lesnar. We don't have Goldberg. We've got absolutely nothing. And that's what I'm expecting from this
Triple
show.
H.
Absolutely nothing.
Nae Rock, nae Austin in some capacity. Kurt Angle.
We've got Hulk Hogan, but I mean, let's be honest, him hosting, maybe 20 years ago, Hulk hosting Mania would have mattered, but I mean, now it doesn't, right? I mean,
See with Hogan,
I'm sorry to say, but see Hulk Hogan, he's pretty much irrelevant now. He is. He's not going to have another run.
Yeah, he won't get physical, which means it always takes away from it, and
any time we've seen him, he fucking gets his same promo, man. Well, let me tell you something, brother. All the Hulkamaniacs. I'd rather see the Sean Stasiacs than the Hulkamaniacs, but I don't think we're going to get Sean Stasiak either, so...
apparently he got fired because he left a tape recorder in the locker room.
Who, Stasiak?
Nine. JR fired him.
Legend. Fuck JR.
Anyway, let's
I don't hate Hogan, like people going, oh, he had 4 moves and he's a racist. No, he had more than 4 moves, right? And he's not a racist.
Yeah, 5, right? Get it right.
But the guy, I'm just, we're going on recent performances, right? And the guy's done nothing on, TV since the last. We've seen him at the Raw Legends. The guy done nothing.
The Hulk phone.
At least if Austin comes out, he could be drunk and he maybe say something, like, you know what I mean? But he ain't going to get that for Hogan. And then he was on SmackDown with Jimmy Hart. Again, absolutely nothing. Just cookie cutter bullshit.
When was this?
A couple months ago. Because him and Andre Giant was 30 years ago.
No, so more than 30 years ago.
35, 33, I don't know. It was something a year ago,
34?
right? I don't know what it was.
Right, anyway, let's just get into the match card instead of burying Hogan, right?
Well,
Hogan is better than everyone on this fucking card.
In my opinion, there's only 3 matches that are relevant, that are somewhat watchable, that I have an interest in, and those 3 are the 2 world title matches and the Randy Orton Fiend.
And at least with Shane McMahon, he might jump off the stage.
But I really can't. I mean, Shane McMahon could jump off the stage and break his neck for all I care.
No, that'd be hectic. I like Shane.
It would be hectic, like, but my point is, I think Shane in the last 5 years has been fucking god awful. Oh, come on. Shane, AJ, it was a pish feud. Who else did they have a feud with? Can't remember, but they've all been shite, right? And this one with Strowman's been the worst of the lot.
Anyway, let's
You stupid! I mean, fuck off, Shane, right?
The train noises, chugga.
Anyway, speaking of train
Thomas
noises,
has never seen so much
let's go full speed ahead. Let's steamroll into these
Drew
predictions.
McIntyre, we'll just dive. We've got a list here. We're going to do Saturdays and Sundays.
Well, let's go from the bottom to the top, like to try and fucking...
No, let's just go from the top to the bottom.
Nah, I mean...
But Drew McIntyre's kicking off the show.
Alright, Drew McIntyre, is it?
Aye.
Holy shit. How can a world title match, WWE Championship match, kick after the show? Arguably the most prestigious belt. People say the Universal, but this belt's got lineage. The Universal belt started in 2016, and most of its champs have been dog shit, so I would say this belt's more important. But anyway, that's what The Rock held this. The Rock held this one, so, 8 years ago.
Austin all's held this
I know,
one.
but like, I'm just saying, like, in recent times, like, who's held the Universal belt?
Nobody.
Oh, fucking Goldberg, who can only do like 2-minute matches. I mean,
Lesnar, who held the hostage. Anyway, right, let's just fucking. I'm going with McIntyre. They're going to have him win in front of a crowd.
I'm going with Lashley, because I think his run's actually been... He's probably in the best WWE... I think Lashley's better than Reigns. I don't care. I do.
I hope Lashley wins, guys, because McIntyre's pissed.
See the combination of Lashley and MVP. It's better than the combination of Reigns and Heyman. It is. Heyman, I think the guy's great, but when was the last time? He hasn't been good for about 2015. He was good initially when Lesnar ended the streak, but then about 6 months into that, he was just... Oh, he's the one in 21 and... I mean, fuck off, right? Let's have my client.
Right, so Bobby, you're picking Bobby, I'm going Drew.
I'm picking Bobby because I just think based on what Bobby's been doing lately, I think they'll keep the belt on.
Okay.
I'm saying the plan's probably worth for Drew to win it back, but I think they'll keep the belt on Bobby. Doesn't make it. I don't think it does anybody any favours. If Bobby loses, it makes him look a bit weak since the only title defence. He hasn't even had a title defence. Well, maybe the Miz. I guess he defended against the Miz again. And then McIntyre, yeah, I think it would just be better if McIntyre won it at SummerSlam or some shit like that. But we'll see. I'm going Bobby.
Well, I'm going Drew because they're going to have him win in front of a crowd because he didn't get that last year on his pish, and this will make him what, a 3-time champ.
Aye, well, we'll see.
I mean, it doesn't. You could be a 20-time champ now. It wouldn't fucking matter. 1, 2, 3, Drew is coming for you, big man. Next up, we've got the main event from night 1: Belair versus Sasha Banks.
Well, let's go back to the. So, what was the point really of Drew losing it? You're saying the only reason he lost it is just so he could win it at Mania? Because that would make.
It was probably to create a bit of buzz.
No,
like, Miz has cashed in.
Yeah, but I mean, normally you maybe have a transitional champion in between. But if Drew wins, then that practically makes Miz and Bobby Lashley transitional champions. And I just don't see that happening.
Right, well, I think he's winning.
Right, well, that's alright,
Right, women's fucking title. I don't give a shit about this, but for the record, I hope
Sasha
Belair
Banks
wins.
Oh, well.
What?
I hope Sasha Banks wins.
Why?
I just think Bianca Belair's terrible. Comes out.
They're both fucking terrible.
Yeah, but I think Sasha Banks got something more to her. I mean,
The fake laughs awful.
all Belair does is come out and fucking whip her ponytail like a skipping rope, and that's supposed to be impressive. That does absolutely nothing for me. I don't care if
Well,
she's...
we were talking about Shane McMahon jumping off a stage and snapping his neck. If these two did it, I wouldn't complain.
I think there's more to Sasha Banks than there is to Belair.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I don't think Sasha Banks' character's great, but I think there's a lot more potential. I think there's more that you can do with it. What can you really do about Belair?
Ponytail.
Oh, she's someone who is like happy to be there. It shows your family and her dad mark it out crying on the couch.
Hey, what's the EST mean? Easter Standard Time. Oh, about the 10th time I've said that. Anyway, I'm going Belair.
I'm going Banks.
Well, this is who you think will win.
Yeah, no, I think Banks will win.
Okay, next up we've got Raw Tag Team Championship match. I didn't even know this match was happening. New Day versus...
Awful. I've got to assume that since it's almost his debut, the guy ain't going to lose. So I'll go AJ and almost, but I mean, really, where's this going?
Like, could you not have had a really good ladder match? The US title and Styles could have been in there. I'll say a really good ladder match, but fucking something.
It's the US champ.
Riddle.
Yeah.
It's him against Sheamus. I didn't know about that either.
Right, well, I'm going to go AJ and Omos because I don't think Omos will lose his debut. But I mean,
This guy's pissed.
why is he teaming up with AJ? I mean, AJ's went from a main eventer to a fucking mid-card bum. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm going to go AJ and Omos because the New Day are pish. They'll lose it and then they'll win it back.
Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if AJ's in AEW by the end of the year. I mean, the booking's terrible. The guy's not got long left. I know the booking's not good for anybody, like, but I don't see how they're doing him so bad. I mean,
I mean, you can make a case for half this fucking roster
no,
being in AEW by the end of the year.
You could, like, but I actually would put money on it. If I had to bet where AJ will be in 2022, I'd probably say AEW.
Okie dokie, right. Bad Bunny and Damian Priest taking on The Miz and John Morrison for the world title to a jobber match against Damian Priest and BB.
Right, so some people are saying Bad Bunny's promo on Raw was great and he cuts a better promo than half the roster. Right now, I always bury this roster. He doesn't cut a better promo. His promo was garbage. 20 minutes, he broke in English, and he basically kept repeating the same thing. Miz, you don't respect me. I used to respect you. I respect legends. Steve Austin, I respect those guys. I don't respect you, Miz. I mean, it was 20 minutes. He broke.
Well, you know what? I agree with him. Like,
but Stephen Taker comes out and talks about respect. No, I mean, I listen. Stephen Bad Bunny, a guy that's never done anything, and he's supposed to be this all major selling artist. Never heard him when he joined. Never heard any of his songs. I've heard one song called Booker T, and it was fucking atrocious.
The best thing
right?
about it was Booker T standing there.
Yeah,
looking tough.
And then legit.
Why isn't this Booker T and Bad Bunny against these two?
I don't
fucking
know.
Damian Priest.
Maybe that's who they wanted.
Damian Priest is near older than Booker T.
Maybe that's who they wanted. They couldn't get him. And then Miz and Morrison a couple of weeks ago brought out their own song, Hip Hop Hey Hey or something like that.
That's better than him.
Yeah, and for two guys that are fucking goofballs and they're making like a comedy goofball song, I don't see how their song could be 10 times better than someone who's apparently an award-winning Grammy artist. You know,
that's music for you these days.
It's mental.
I'm going with Bad Bunny.
Yeah, Bad Bunny ain't gonna lose, is he? Like,
nope.
Well, if his team loses, it'll probably be Damian Priest.
Yep. Next up, steel cage match: Strowman, Shane McMahon.
It has to be Strowman. Like, I mean, there's just no reason why Shane would win this. There's no reason why it's happening, to be fair. But Shane ain't winning. I'm going.
No
Strowman.
match here has a fucking build.
I'm going Strowman.
Yeah, I'm going Strowman. Shane will probably kill himself in the process, but Strowman will win. Next up, we've got Cesaro.
I think Strowman's like one of the guys with the most wasted potential I've ever seen. Yeah. How can you have a guy that size and they fucking turn him face. And they turn him into a fucking like a friendly giant like Big Show. I mean, come on, this guy should be
There's
heel.
2, there's 4, there's 6, there's 8. It's
Like, remember when see when he was fucking destroying Roman Reigns and terrorising him on Raw? I'm not finished with that was it. I mean, you should have kept that. Why they've done this whole I don't know. A guy his size shouldn't be face, right? Well, fucking shouldn't be face, right? Let's move on.
Yep, next up, we've probably got one of the worst matches we'll ever see. Cesaro versus Rollins. Who gives a fuck?
Cesaro's getting his one-on-one WrestleMania moment, and I'll probably be taking a 20-minute nap during this match. No interest in it. I mean, Cesaro, Jason Stratham, call him whoever you want. The guy is Antonio Clodgenacci, whatever he's called, on the fucking indies. Guy's pish.
Antonio Jason fucking Stratham. I mean, he's just... Will Rollins do the job? Does it matter? Cesaro's pish.
I see Rollins going over like...
These 2 guys could be in AEW by the end of the year.
Cesaro's like too strong, I think, against Rollins to be beating him at Mania.
Okay, fair enough. Right, next, I'm going to go with Cesaro, but I don't care. Tag team match, this is probably the worst match. We've got the Riot Squad versus Lana and Naomi versus Dana Brooke and Mandy Rose versus Natalya and Tamina. If Tamina and Natalya win this, I'll fucking hang myself.
I wouldn't be surprised if Natalya puts out a tweet saying she doesn't deserve, she feels disrespected because she's on night 1. That's the kind of, I mean, that's the kind of fucking...
Wait, is this for the titles? Where's the champs?
No, it's the winner takes on the champs on night 2.
That's fucking garbage.
And I don't want to see any of these teams once, never mind twice. Who's going to win? There's a potential of...
Lana, because it's the only thing that makes sense for me.
What I would do is... Who's in Lana's team?
Naomi.
I would personally... Now, there was talk about Billie Kay teaming up with Carmella. I would scrap that and I would just put the Iconics back together. She's trying to get... She's put her resume out, trying to get a tag team partner. I would have on... I mean, Peyton Royce is doing absolutely nothing on Raw. Absolutely nothing. Jobbing it to fucking the man that looks like Ric Flair. You know, so I don't see the point. Why I would put Peyton Royce back together, because they were an actual team. Do you know what I mean? Not just a bunch of she's got blonde hair, she's got blonde hair. Let's put them in a tag team. No, I mean they were an actual team and probably the best team they had in the women's division. Doesn't really help. I mean, it doesn't really hinder them. The fact that all the teams are shit, but I think they're the best team, and I think they're the team that should be the tag champs. So I would put those 2 in the turmoil match, and I would have them beat Nia Jax and Shayna for the belts on night 2. That's what I would do, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Yeah.
For what I think's going to happen, probably... I can't see it being Natalya and Tamina. That's 2 heels.
You're putting way too much thought into this fucking match.
I'll go Lana and Naomi.
That's who I went with. Right, opening up night 2. Well, I don't know if it's going to open up, but I mean, this is the order. Women's tag match, Nia Jax and Baszler against the winners. Well, I'm going whoever the winners are.
Yeah, well, I think Nia and Shayna will retain.
Alright, fair enough. Move on.
Just because all the options are fucking dog shit.
Nah, well, fucking... these 2 are brilliant. Right, anyway, US title match. We've got Riddle against Sheamus.
See,
Who gives up? This is the worst fucking card I've ever seen in my life.
See, I think if Sheamus loses, he just lost a series of matches. He lost against Lashley for the belt. Or maybe it wasn't for the belt, but he lost against Lashley. He lost about... Right, he didn't lose every match, right, against McIntyre. They had a couple of draws, but he didn't win any, right? So he's either went to a no contest, or got beaten by Drew McIntyre in about 4 or 5 consecutive matches. So he's been jobbing it, basically, right? And I think he needs a win. But I'd say Matt Riddle's US title thing's been actually... It's probably as good as current wrestling gets. I think Matt Riddle's actually done an alright job. I'd say... I never thought I'd say this. I'd say it's probably one of the better things about Raw. Because the reason I'm saying that is because he does more than just wrestle. You always seem to get like a wee backstage segment with him.
I was playing Warzone last night, man.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying it's good, but hey, it's better than... It's better than Rhea Ripley. Just, I'm not telling you my plan. You know what I mean? Fucking Rhea Ripley.
I'll tell you my plan. Seeing your match comes on, I'm fucking off for 20 minutes. That's my plan.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
That's my plan of action. Right, anyway, I'm going with Sheamus because he's,
I'm going with Riddle because I just don't see him taking the belt off him, but I think... I don't know. Anything could fucking happen.
Right, next up with a match that's probably worse than Cesaro Rollins because we've seen this.
Yeah, I mean, at least I've never seen Cesaro. I don't recall it. I mean, I feel like 3-4 years ago this match was happening every week.
No, it gets me. Like, See, I mean,
See, to me, this is like a match that I'd expect to, name me a pay-per-view like at the start of the year after Mania. Is that still on these days? I'd expect this to be like opener or second match on Backlash. The fact that this is a Mania match, I mean, come on, really?
What is the best built match here? They're all, well, probably Orton the Fiend, but even that, it's fucking dead.
Yeah.
I mean,
I mean,
no, the problem is, guys, everyone's pissed now.
Like
See back in the day, your mid-carders, your upper mid-carders could have a one-on-one match at Mania. Felt great. See, I mean, look at Mania 19.
See nowadays, see my opinion, see unless it's a returning legend having a one-on-one match, it feels shit.
I mean,
it does.
See, I looked at Mania 19. You've got Jericho Michaels, and see in terms of that match, it's like this. It's like the sixth best on the card on paper, and that's how can that be the sixth best match on?
But at least Riddle and Sheamus and Big E and Apollo Crews, right? At least they've got a title on the line. So I mean, you can say, there's something. Is there any reason why Kevin Owens, Sane, and Cesaro Rollins are having single matches?
Is Logan Paul special guest enforcer?
At least if Logan Paul was like special referee or something, I need the attraction would be there. I
Right.
don't see the attraction with these two.
I mean, Owens has buried the guy. I mean, I still think Owens will win.
I mean, I think Owens will win because he's just higher up in the card, isn't he, than Sami Zayn.
But he's a fat waster.
I mean, Sami Zayn's had a better year than Owens, though, so I mean, I'd probably prefer to see Zayn win, but I can't see past Owens, to be honest.
Right,
I'm
next
going Owens.
up, with a Nigerian drum fight
What the fuck is that?
for the Intercontinental Championship, Big E versus Apollo Crews. I think Apollo's got to win.
I think Big E's Intercontinental Championship has been a waste of time. I mean, really, he's had the belt for quite a long time now, and what has he done? I mean, I cannot call one standout moment.
All the best stuff's been Apollo Crews. I think Apollo Crews is garbage, but he's probably been the best thing on SmackDown the past couple of months.
Yeah.
Which
For
is
Sami, I think Sami Zayn's been alright, like.
right, those
If
two
I'm
then.
being honest.
Which, I mean, if he said this 4 years ago, I'd have fucking shot you in the street.
See, everyone's making it as if anything with Roman Reigns in it's been great, and anytime I've watched SmackDown, right, the guy's sitting, not saying anything, just staring into the camera with Paul Heyman like cowardly hiding behind his back, like ready to lean in and whisper something in his ear. That's like every single week with Roman Reigns. I don't get it.
Being passive aggressive to Adam Pearce, fuck off, mate. I'm going with Apollo.
I'm going with Apollo. Not only do I want Apollo to win, I think he will win.
Right.
Because he's already lost to Big E on numerous occasions. I don't think the Big E's going anywhere, and they just kind of debuted a new character for Apollo Crews, so it would make sense, I think, to put the belt on him.
Okie dokie, right, third last match, Randy Orton taking on the Fiend, the one I'm probably looking most forward to, but yeah.
Well, I don't see how the Fiend loses, but it's WWE, so I mean, Randy Orton could certainly win, but I think the Fiend has to win.
See if this was, see if WWE, like, they have the
If
Fiend.
he can beat Cena, he can beat fucking Orton. I mean,
They would have the Fiend brutalise Orton here and have him off TV, but see, because it's that fucking dead now.
Orton will probably be on Raw next night.
No, but and they need him. You take Orton off Raw, look
You see, it wasn't on Raw. He wasn't on the Raw going to Mania.
Yeah, I know, but like, see...
What, he wasn't?
Yeah, I know he wasn't, but I feel like, I mean, taking Orton off TV for 6 months...
But they took the Fiend off TV for 3 months.
True. I know, but there's always that gimmick, oh, he's supernatural, could he return with Orton? You don't really... Was this boring bastard with his fist going to come out?
Well, no, but if the Fiend fucking almost kills the guy, like, I don't think he should be on Raw the next night.
Why can't they bring back, like, a legend each week for the Fiend to kill in a cinematic match, and I'd fucking tune in the Raw every week? Imagine Scott Hall drunk out his fucking dome, wobbling about the Firefly Funhouse, looking for alcohol.
Fuck, I want to see that. I would headline Mania.
Imagine Scott Steiner walking into the Firefly Funhouse. Oh, come on. It writes itself.
I know, it does.
It'd be fucking brilliant. He's got the Steiner recliner on the fucking teddy bar. Ripping its fucking out. Anyway, I'm going with the Fiend.
Yeah, I'm going with the Fiend. Hopefully they do something good to finish off this feud, but I wouldn't be surprised if it's shit.
Well, will the pirate ship go on fire? That'd be a pretty cool visual, but the match won't be main event, so I doubt it.
No.
And see the fact that it's in front of a live crowd. Will it be? I don't think it will be cinematic.
There's no guarantee it'll be in the ring. Was Cena not?
I'm sure there was no crowd last year.
Yeah, but don't have it in the ring. Just have it backstage.
True. Right, anyway though, yeah, we're both going Fiend. Next up, I mean, you want to talk about a bad built match? Asuka versus Rhea Ripley.
Asuka, I think.
I'm not telling you my secrets.
I think Asuka's had probably the worst women's title reign I can recall. Is she not? She's held that belt since Becky Lynch. Am I right? Or
I know, yeah, over a year. Well, it'll be a year after. Well, no, it will be over a year because this last year's Mania would have been over a year ago.
But I cannot recall one fucking match. Not one. And that has to be the worst title reign ever. And there's been a lot of shit people with shit reigns that I don't like.
No, you know wrestling's dead when someone holds a title for over a year and you don't know one fucking match.
Yeah. Well, as bad as it's been, I hope it lasts a wee bit longer because fucking Rhea Ripley should not be anywhere near a title. I mean, let's be honest, she's a fucking indie wrestler at best. And even then, it would be an indie show. I have no intention of watching.
I'm going with Rhea Ripley though. I mean, I don't want her to win, but I don't. How does Asuka win here? It's so fucking dead. And plus, Ripley's now on Raw. It's not like she's still on NXT.
I'm going with Asuka just because I refuse to go pick Ripley because she's shite.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of people I could argue that for this list. But I started to pick them.
Well, that's your problem.
Right, main event. Thankfully, I'm working Monday, so I will not be seeing Sunday's action, and I'm glad about that. Roman Reigns.
I'm working tomorrow, so does that mean I miss tonight's action?
Aye. Roman Reigns versus Daniel Bryan versus Edge, triple threat match, Universal Chip. You want to talk about a bad build? What is this?
This is garbage. That's what this is. Absolute garbage.
Well, I'm going to insert myself into the match. Edge is going to fucking greet about it. I want the match at Fastlane. I don't want the match at Mania. And
he just doesn't belong there, right? It would be like putting Miz into the match with Lashley and McIntyre. These matches are just better off being one-on-one. Like, you can't tell, Mania 23, right? 2 world title matches, one-on-one, they felt big time. I can't remember who else was on SmackDown at the time, right? I can't remember. Like, can you imagine? Let's be real. See, you put Edge into that match with Cena and HBK, it takes away from it.
It does.
It does. And if you put... Who was big on SmackDown at the time? Like Ray or something? Or?
I don't know, yeah.
If you put Ray into the match with Taker and Batista, it does. See, at Mania, like, it should be single matches, I think. Honestly do. And, we ain't got it here. We've got a triple
Where
threat.
the fuck's Jeff Hardy?
Yeah, I mean, how can you have Mania with no Jeff Hardy?
Why is it... I mean, how much better?
Like you said, could have been a US title shot, ladder match or something. You put in Hardy and...
TLC match?
AJ Styles, you know what I mean?
5-way TLC match?
Yeah. So, I don't know. Apparently I had the Andre Giant Battle Royal on SmackDown there, so I won't be on Mania.
I actually don't mind Battle Royals too.
That probably means Jeff Hardy's not featuring on this show.
Go to AEW, Jeff.
He's another guy, wouldn't he be surprised? I mean, or did you not say new deal? I don't know. Did he? I mean, who cares?
Tony can care about drug addiction, I don't know, guys. But anyway, that's our Mania predictions. Well, no, we didn't even go who was winning the main event. I'm going to go with...
I think Reigns will retain.
Edge will pin Bryan. The whole reason he's in the match. Oh, you can't have 47-year-old old-looking Edge pin the big dog, but that little midget Daniel Bryan beating 3 out of the 4 members of Evolution, brother. How does it make any more fucking... Edge is bigger than Reigns, isn't he? But yet Daniel Bryan can beat 3 guys.
What's that? Matter of fact, Wwe Owens had fucking Reigns beat for a couple matches in a row. So.
I know, but how can Daniel Bryan beat Triple H, right, with like a broken shoulder blade or whatever it was, and then batter Batista and Orton in essentially a 2-on-1 match?
No.
Look at it, fucking...
Anyway, that's a prediction, guys. If you don't agree with them, then go and watch some other fucking predictions. I don't know.
Yeah, that's it. We'll be back tonight with some reviews and reactions, but until then...
Peace.